I think American Nights was probably the most difficult song I've ever worked on. I knew it was special, and I knew it felt really, really great, but it didn't feel like something that I wanted to put out for this project. You know, at the beginning, I was like just really having fun making it. It was like a party song, and I want to say the demo almost sounds like it could be like it was a party, cheerleaders. Are you trying to drink? Like kind of like that sort of thing, and then. I'm like, man, I'm leaving a lot of people out here, you know, like I'm leaving like, this is America, you know, this is like, I want to tell stories like the classic songs of America, like, you know, Jack and Diane and Born in the USA and Pink Houses. And so I rewrote it, you know, 3-4 times, and then we produced it a really down-tempo sort of emotive way. Then I was like, man, I wanted closer to the demo, and I went back to listen to the demo. I was like, man, this is so fun. Like, why doesn't the chorus impact anymore? We went and we reproduced it again, and then I'm like, man, no, this doesn't have the emotion. And then we reproduced it. So it actually got produced 4 times. Demo, first production, reproduction, final production. I'm really proud of it now, but you know, it gets to the point with these types of things where like you start to like just want to burn it down. You're like, I think I'm gonna set fire to my hard drive because it's just obviously not worth it anymore. The demo is like one of these things where it's like, you know, it's like a party joint. I'm gonna pull this demo up here. It's like it's a complete party joint. I'm so embarrassed by some of these lyrics. I don't know that I was like, a lot of them are placeholder, but I think sonically it was kind of interesting, you know, but.
Take our jeans out the freezer, then we're hitting up the reefer. Why? Cause we like the aroma. What do you expect from my high school diploma? We're living out in the mini bar, sunroof screaming down the boulevard. Cause we like the attention, yearbook only gave us honorable mention. And are you trying to drink? Cause you know we're just getting started. So gather around the sink and raise for the broken hearted. Here's to these American nights. We're having the time of our lives.
The jeans out the freezer. I don't know why I thought that was going to be a cool line to talk about raw denim in a song, but I guess I thought it was going to be a cool idea. So by the time, you know, the 4th round of writing it, it was like talking about the kid and the selling dimes out the back door and that whole thing, and it finally felt like, okay, I'm not in the high school gym anymore, like doing push-ups, getting ready to go out, like prom night, like these are stories. The drum groove, you know, we went from that kind of like, you know, to like a little bit more of a swinging thing. Our Gardner played a triangle live on it, and it was like sort of thing. This, so that's him, straight up. It's 2 different tracks. It's like the sampled Goga thing with the live triangle on top of it. And I think that's sort of like what gets the swing right and the emotion right on that. And obviously stacked in the step team in the bridge. I want it to be like, you know, there's, you know, we're in the street, like we're partying, we're celebrating, you know, like it gets past these kind of like sort of darker stories and we get into a celebration, like everybody's there, you know, and I said, you know, Sass Franklin, have you ever seen that thing? We started pulling up step team videos of the like stomping and the clapping, and it felt like it brought the energy, and we're like, you know, you can get the stomp clap samples, you put it in the machine, and you know, you try to create something like that, but we couldn't really get it flowed in right, you know, and it's like, I want to record it. So we flew to Orlando, and Adam Barnes and the Taken by Surprise step team just right outside of Orlando were like, had the routine, like, you know, it was for audio, so we set up like stereo mics and you know, they were on stage doing a full dance routine. Like I feel like you can see it when you hear it because the spirit is right, you know, and they're hooting and hollering along with it, and that really gives it a thing. These are the step team tracks. I'll solo these here. They tried to teach me the routine, but I couldn't couldn't do it. That's the part about making albums that's really special, is when you choose to do those moments rather than creating them with samples. Something that's wrong with 2018 is like, we can make those things really easily in sample packs. You like go on Splice, or you go in your sample pack and you look up Stomps, Claps, or Step Team or something like that, and you can pull it in the machine. And I'm really happy that we had that experience. It was a beautiful thing to see, and I think you can feel the spirit in the song. Some really, really cool chaotic moments like that Kieran did, specifically like, I wanted that to sound like a scene from Forrest Gump, like when they like go to war, it's like, 'cause I'm getting into the like second verse. I went on a hike with this kid. A friend introduced me to him in LA and said, maybe you can help this kid out. And he was still wearing his combat boots. He had gotten back from overseas and he was still wearing them. He's like, man, I just feel comfortable. And why am I going to buy hiking shoes or like other shoes when these are perfectly fine? And I want it to sound like the helicopters are flying over, because we're about to get to neighbor kid just back from a desert, tattoo and a discharge letter. That moment here, feeling like we're flying over the top. I kind of realized that it's like,
At the back door,
with this song, it was
he
like,
puts on his prom crown, says to his mama, I'm the king of this town.
less is more. Like, it was like the more stuff we took away, the more it became about the story. It's sort of like that true, everybody's looking for what the American dream is, you're looking for the searching dream of America. You have this undying idea in your head of what you want your future to look like, what you want your house to look like, what you want your wife or your husband to look like, or your friends, your kids, what you want your kids to look like. And it's like, man, like sometimes we're just trying to get by. And I think I wanted to I wanted to capture that emotion, and I think hopefully we got close.
He still sleeps with his boots on. She skipped track up to Brooklyn with a dream and some dog skin. Graveyard at the Rhino, this is the place where the stars shine, Won't you take me out? I hear the